how to do nothing, bro. Nothing. This shit's bad. Like, it was to the point where I was like, damn, is he gonna man up any one of these receivers? He don't know how to do none of that shit. Like, he don't know how to man out the zone or nothing. He don't know how to do nothing. The only thing he know how to do is deep blue. Oh wow.
Jackson on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they get
like
him
fast,
down, but not before
like
he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
Okay.
One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Right.
And an alley to run. Jackson hit and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Bro, but the shit was crazy because, like, not the game we just played, but the game last season, he was like, man, this your last time doing that shit, and I was like, oh, all right. he hit me in the DM. I was like, all right, I feel you. I was like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying?
Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Back to the quarterback as well. One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
It's not, yes, yeah. And you gotta know how to hit the hole too. Like, you gotta know how to know. Can't get that.
Now it's Jackson. And Jackson can
stop the run.
And he'll go down.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this year, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most time.
That's one of them games where you got to Mill Tyson. Like, he probably looking all through my roster. Like, yo, what the
fuck? That is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
I ain't got shit. I ain't got shit over there. I ain't got nothing. But shit,
the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Now a handoff here to his running back.
But like, he gave up Gurley for it. I don't know.
A gain of 6.
I gave him my backup D tackle in the second, which is really a third.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people.
That's why as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, shit.
Him to be that guy.
And then he put him back on the block again. I was like, fuck.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Hey, switch gears. Check nickel. Check.
Man, chilling. Straight chill.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
And he fucking went on that Bucks trade, but he don't know how to throw the ball at all though. So he's not even on that.
Deep ball, and that is incomplete.
Took
a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst,
for real, off them
loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Block will try again on second down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Watch the ship. Watch twist. Watch twist.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Take go.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber
He just stepped out real
one
quick.
like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open,
Big
got
belly.
the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about
What's up, bro?
boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vantage of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Yeah, it's definitely Gonzalez here.
On the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
Yeah, you gotta figure out who the fuck 44 is. You gotta figure out who the fuck 44 is. You gotta figure out who he is, bro. Hey, cause he coming every time.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Let's see what you got.
On 1st down, Braxton. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the...
This nigga gonna punt. Oh, my God. He punted on 3rd down.
In this first half as he gets it away.
Yeah, he punted on 3rd down.
You trying to get out the game? Like
yeah, fucking defense is hurt. Fucking defense is crunchy.
Nigga ready to go.
He ready to go.
Ready to fucking go. Tired of this shit. You got other shit to do. Other shit to do, bro.
Flush to his right. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We ain't got nothing. We got Jello. You want Jello? Huh?
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college goals. Only need that 1 foot down instead of 2, and it's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
To throw it is Locke. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some...
Oh, where was the flag at?
And you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one's maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Yeah.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Yes, it's cool.
A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
36. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
On second and 15 now. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
It's good.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Check, 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 check. Switch, switch, switch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The pitch back. A big play there on the option. 44 yards on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a handoff looking right. He is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Check, 55 to Mike.
Hey, Sam off. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better.
On third down, block. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Cleveland Farrell drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up fourth down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here, You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. Here's Sam Martin now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter.
Protein spill. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Some nifty running, but it only gets him to the 45. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell, his second sack of the night.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Let's go. 50, plant. I'm coming after you. Ready?
To throw on third down. Lock. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from the 36 now, first and 10. They look to throw. It's Lock. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting them to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Block now to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Give them 4 on the carry there, but that only takes them back to where they started. 3rd and 10. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Draymond Jones in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense.
And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Always important to get the first score the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
He stars lighting up on everyone on the Broncos.
The Raider offense set
man,
to
get
get
used to it,
this
bro.
drive
It's gonna be a lot of
started.
that.
Punt their
A
last
lot of it.
possession, and that's become too familiar
A lot of
of a
that
refrain. Too many of
Hold
these
on, let me.
drives
I think
just
you might
wind
be
up
on
going
the schedule
But
this
you
year.
know how
Oh
in
my
baseball,
God.
when the pitcher gets a base hit,
Who, the
he's on the
Broncos?
base,
No, I don't think I play you this year.
keep him warm. A lot of times
You
the
play me
punter
this
goes
year?
inside
No,
and
I
puts on
don't.
sweatpants or a
Oh,
wrap over his leg to keep it
Trust
warm.
me, I had enough of you last
The
year.
trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh
They
shit.
run once more with
Shit, we
Henderson.
play
2 yards, good
shit,
enough
we back
for
up again. We
first.
play I play the whole AFC West.
You do?
Hell yeah.
Oh, fuck no, man. This shit is
I
bullshit.
play all y'all in a row. Raiders, Chiefs, and then you.
Nothing in
Damn.
that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Henderson
Yeah.
now on 1st and
Then I
10.
play
Looking
Mike
for an
week 8.
opening, not much
Oh, wow.
there.
This
He'll
nigga
get
done
to
put
the
on the shoe
39.
clock.
3 yards on the
Yo.
pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, man, we ready to start
Quick
it.
hitter inside, but that
stars
one was
lighting
swallowed
up.
up because what they're hoping, those
Like
big
Christmas
defensive
trees.
linemen will take
Christmas
the field
trees.
and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen.
It's
on
because
that
he
play.
can't drop back and throw. That's what it is.
The 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
These niggas not giving him no time.
It's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Oh, Knox and Ant playing?
31 yards.
I don't know. They might be.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
They'll run on 1st down. Henderson. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call run fits, everyone was in the right place.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Second down, it's Henderson. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. Welcome back now to Denver, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter.
No.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Y'all playing that game? Y'all playing? Never.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
You sit there.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
All day, every day.
Now they try the right side here. And a loose football. And
Oh, shit, he stripped me.
And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to
20 to 7.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 20.
Oh, no, it's my ball. I was down. I was down. Not winning.
Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted.
Man,
Make sure you get a little
I
extra
feel like
attention to
we got
him.
the point,
Get
man.
after the football.
And no
Get
disrespect to
after the
Russell Wilson,
picks.
but the throws he was making the first game, I had to just make that decision on the
He
fly.
will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. A nice
Man,
first down
yeah,
pickup
he out
on
here,
a gain of 6.
he out here playing,
Gotta figure
bro,
now,
for real.
after getting that turnover, they're
But
just going to be
we'll
happy
see
to
the
keep the
schedule.
ball on the ground. Right?
This is where covering the
I
football,
want to say the 4th round or the 5th round. It was one of them. Because he was still there. I was like, damn, ain't nobody need no quarterback, so I just grabbed him just in case. He wasn't bad either.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly
I got him in the 4th round,
Door ajar,
31
2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
So really the 5th
Just a
round.
yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Again, it's Henderson. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
You got tape. You got tape right there. Check it.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he's brought down
Yeah,
right at
yes,
the 5-yard
yes,
line.
the
Give
system
him
up
2
there.
on the play.
But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. On second down, it's Henderson. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Locke going to throw. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That's good for 28 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late fourth quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't.
I'll be back on in a couple hours.
Offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Powers through. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 13 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Denver. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
Oh, my God.
It's
Oh, my. God.
Picked up by Eli Apple.
Oh,
Well,
my
that puts a little bit of a
goodness.
wrinkle in their comeback.
Eli Apple.
Everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch. But
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the... And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throw left side complete. It's Williamson. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. It wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But
Man,
they
he
did
made it
what
a
they
game.
needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't
Motherfucking
they? Because
Warwick
nothing
said,
came
not
easy.
today, buddy.
Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Denver, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Oh my God, he was just in perfect position. That's what I'm talking about, rookie. Oh my God, big bro. Oh, that was a man. That was the. I had to read and I didn't throw it. God damn. I was saying, go to Shaq, but nope. I tried to get it to motherfucking Selden, and it cost me.